Hey guys, it's Will from Potato Strong. I just wanted to give you an update on this channel, let you know what I'm thinking about. And when I started this channel, it was to share my experiences, losing weight, getting healthy, lowering my cholesterol, and that was through a starch-based diet. And so I've shared a lot of recipes and talked about weight loss and health, and had interviews with doctors, and I also share my gardening, which is something I've gotten into the last year or two, and I hope that you guys can, try to grow something in containers, and or even raise beds, or if you have a yard. But so I tended to eat. Now I'm like pretty much eating the same things. Like I've showed you guys pizza, pasta, fries, burgers, soups and stir fries, and waffles and pancakes and all that. You can check that out on my website, potatostrong.com. There's like 65 or so recipes. And I tend to eat the same things. I'll have oatmeal or cereal for breakfast, pancakes on the weekend, or tofu scramble or waffles sometimes. Oatmeal's more in the winter in Canada. It's pretty cold. I'm tending to have more shredded wheat, and lunches are, maybe leftover pasta, burritos, falafels, all the stuff that's on my website. So baked fries. I don't tend to add new recipes, so I'm not really creating new things. I don't want to just keep adding new recipes. I just share what I find and what I make, so I'm not really seeking continuously new recipes all the time. And the weight loss thing, like I've written a couple of ebooks. One is a recipe guide and one is a starch plus diet guide, and it's based on the questions I get all the time, and that is portions, and why am I not losing weight in the first week or whatever. So I talk about patience and consistency and calorie density, and basically there's not a lot more to be said. I've interviewed doctors who've talked about some of the mindset, like Dr. Lyle, and you realize that people around the world have eaten a starch-based diet, mostly high starch, high carb diets, and they've done really well. And so there's always things you can talk about. I've shown you some videos where I volunteer at the Wildlife Rehabilitation Society that's nearby, Wildlife Institute. And that is a big concern, animals and the environment. But what's happening now is with social media, I just want to share a little bit, behind the scenes sort of thing. With the different networks like Facebook, Twitter, mostly Facebook and YouTube, I've seen, I see the vegan drama, the gossiping, a lot of negativity. So I've been researching and reading about psychology, human psychology, and a lot of it's based on what happens with a lot of animals as well. So there's like social status. You see that on YouTube. People look at Social Blade, they look at their views and their subscribers, and they sometimes attack other channels or criticize other people on other channels that have a bigger following, and they're seeking to go up that to get higher social status. There's comments like negativity, criticism, where we don't really like that. Nobody likes to be criticized. There's a book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, and there's books that talk about the ego and how people don't like to be criticized. And I have anxiety. It's like generalized anxiety. I have when I get comments that are negative or even disagree, I can be, I can get upset or negative about that. So I'm looking at things like meditation, breathing, belly breathing, psychology of happiness, trying to be positive versus, our brains are kind of wired to look for threats in nature in the past. And so we're always looking for negative, and if something good happens, we tend to ignore it. We just take it for granted. So I'm looking at, I'm reading and studying about meditation, psychology, like I mentioned, neuroscience, neuroplasticity, how we can change our brain by changing how we think. Now I'm 47, I've developed a lot of habits, the way I think about things. So people think, I'm a pretty shy, quiet guy, which is true, but I'm pretty intense. I study a lot, and I'm always, searching for things. And I hope that I can help you guys, with stuff that I found. So prior to the plant-based channel, I had a guitar channel, so I shared, improvisation and learning guitar, and then with the gardening, I'm showing how you can grow stuff without any animal products, like without bone meal, blood meal, animal manures, which is prevalent even in organic gardening. And organic gardening allows, non-toxic pesticides. So, I just pull weeds out here, and if a bug eats some of the stuff, I'm generally okay with that, as long as they leave me some. And there's lots of companion planting and other predator like bugs and things that eat, like dragonflies and ladybugs, that are helpful. So every time I look at a specific area that I'm interested in, I like to share it with you guys. And I'll keep sharing the gardening because I'm doing that, and it's a lot of fun. And you can save money. Initially, there's an upfront cost, but over time, like I'm getting green peppers and tomatoes now, and those can be a little bit pricey. Kale and spinach. I haven't purchased any lettuce all since the spring. So I just want to let you know, it's kind of holistic. If you look at improving yourself, not just your weight loss and your health and the animals in the environment, but a lot of things that happen in society. I'm starting to think of big picture things now, and a lot of it starts with ourselves. And so when I look at some of the stuff that's going on, like even in the vegan drama, you might not be aware of it, but I try not to criticize as much. I'm not perfect, but instead of looking at somebody and saying, they're just reacting based on their ego, I'm trying to look at myself and try to work on my own reactions to negative comments or different things that happen. And so yeah, I'm occasionally I will create a new recipe and I'll share that with you guys. And I answer questions still about weight loss and portions and all that, but and I've put that all in my ebooks. And obviously there's lots of Starch solution material, Dr. McDougall, and so I'm just as I grow and learn, I want to pass that to you. So I'm going to be sharing some of the things that I'm doing with you guys, and I hope that you like some of that stuff. And if there's anything you want me to talk about or do or work on, let me know, and I'll do what I can. But I'm going to be taking you along with the journey with me, as far as learning new things, and hopefully I can help you guys with that. Talk to you guys later.